Hey guys, welcome back. If it's your first time here, my name's Jen, and I'm a self-taught nail enthusiast. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how I apply the Apres Gel X tips. I'm new to these. I actually ordered them on Amazon. Jeff Bezos. I'll be waiting for that check in the mail for all the free advertising you're getting in my videos lately. I wanted to try them out because I see all the hype on YouTube, and I just wanted to see how they compare to the Kiara Sky tips that I normally use. Alright, let's get into it.
Going to be trying out the Apres nails. I got them in the mail and I started opening the package, and then I decided I might open it up on camera. So let's see what it looks like. I did order these from Amazon, and I'll have everything in the video, including this link down below. I did check their website to see if the price was similar. It was exactly the same as on their website. Oh wow. So that's what the box looks like. And I got the Sculpted Coffin Long. After some research, the sculpted nails are for people that have more of a curve to their nail, more of like a C curve, and I do have more curved nails, which is perfect. People that have regular nails can use this also. People that have curved nails cannot use their regular nails though, according to a YouTube video that I watched, and it was actually from their channel. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna pick out the size, and everything that you need I have down here. So I have my builder gel to put the nails on, I have my dehydrator and my bond, my primer, you need a base coat, and alcohol. I'm using 70% alcohol, and this I'm using as my soy just to clean up in between. So I'm just gonna move all this stuff out of the way for now. Okay, let's go ahead and pick out the sizes. And this box is supposed to miss a number or anything like that. I'm not sure why they make their boxes like this, but even on their website I looked, this is always empty. One thing that I did notice is that they actually have pinky sizes that will fit me. In the Kiara Sky Nails kit, their pinkies are like way too big, so I have to use another set of nails for that. So I'm just going to pick these out, and you want it to fit sidewall to sidewall. This actually looks pretty good. Yeah, and see, I don't have a gap in between because my nails actually curve. If your nail was flat, you would have a gap underneath that nail. It might be a little big. That might work better. I think I'm going to use that one instead. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one. I don't know why, because I have two different size thumbs. Usually whatever size your index finger is, your ring finger is the same size. Whoops, kind of a gap on this finger, which I'm surprised about. But they said if that happens, if that occurs, if you have a gap, you can do 2 layers of your builder gel, and it'll fill in that gap. And let's check the pinkies. Oh my goodness, finally. Perfect. All right. Make sure it fits on this one. Okay. So if you didn't see my last video on how I applied these, I will run through really quickly on how I put them on. Just gonna move them out of the way for now. First, I do my dehydrator. And I've already prepped my nails. I pushed back my cuticles. When I took my nails off, I pushed back my cuticles, and I actually used a cuticle remover. It's this one right here. I'll have a link below. It worked really well. I honestly didn't even have to do much of anything other than pushing my cuticles back. I just put it on and I let it sit for 45 seconds per their instruction. And then I pushed back the cuticles and all of the dead skin that was on the nail bed came right off. I personally don't like cutting my cuticles off. If that's something that you do, you can go ahead and do that. I've just heard that you're not really supposed to do that and that's not good for your nails. But again, that's totally up to you if you want to do that. And the Young Nails Protein Bond, like I said before, this I haven't noticed a difference, so you could use any protein bond that you want to use. I have one by Model 1s. It came in a kit with the Dehydrator, and I do use that sometimes. I also have this one that I bought, this nail primer. So, again, it's really up to you. This was a little pricey for the size bottle. I mean, I think I spent $10 for the set of the Model 1s one, and that thing will literally last me for the rest of my life. The amount that you use of this stuff. If you notice, I have a little bit of gel residue still on my nails. I couldn't get all of it off when I removed my nails. And honestly, it doesn't bother me and it doesn't change the adhesion at all. If anything, it's like a little bit of a protective layer. So I don't mind it. Okay, so you just let that dry and then go in with your base coat. Just shake this up a little bit. I also got a new nail lamp. The nail lamp that I was using didn't have lights on the top part, so I noticed that sometimes like my nails wouldn't cure all the way. Or for instance, if I wanted to practice on like individual nails, I have like a little stand that I would put them on. I would put them in there and they wouldn't cure because they're only getting the light that's directly above them, except there is no lights directly above them. So it just, I don't know, I just decided to go out and get a new one. It was $24, I think, which is still not that expensive. And it's an 80 watt UV LED lamp. So, okay. And I do this every single time. I forget to etch the inside of the nail. This is a crucial step when applying these tips. You have to etch the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quickly. And then we'll get to attaching them. I'm going to change this bit, actually. Give me 1 second. So, I remember I had mentioned last time, you know, why I had gotten into doing my nails. It was because my nails had become really fragile and were chipping and breaking really easily while I was going through chemotherapy. And I think they're starting to grow back in. I noticed today that the nail bed looked a little thicker, cleaner. I don't know. It just looks different. So I'm hoping that means that they're going to grow back a little bit stronger. My hair is growing in. Right now, it currently looks crazy. I'm kind of in that like awkward stage. It was looking cute for a little while. I was like rocking the pixie cut. But now I have naturally curly hair and my hair is like wild looking right now. So I might need to get it cut. I don't know. I kind of like the short hair. I bought a couple wigs when I was like completely bald, but I never wore them. They were really itchy and uncomfortable to wear, and honestly, I just felt like it was so obvious that it was a wig. They just looked stupid on me. I'm sure, you know, that's just like my insecurity. I'm sure nobody would have noticed, or even if they did, they probably wouldn't have said anything, but I don't know. I personally just felt like rocking the bald head. I mean, everybody knew that I was going through chemotherapy. It wasn't like a big secret or anything. So, okay, almost done here. And I did this last time too, where I got all dusty after I put the base coat on. I need a smaller one. So I'm just going to clean my nails with an alcohol-soaked wipe when I'm done. Don't worry. I'll use this one. I think my next big purchase is probably going to be an e-file. I just feel like this one's not that great. I can't really tell how fast it's going. I don't really know like what direction it's supposed to be. So I think I might invest in getting a better one. Alright, all done there. Let's get this out of the way. Let me just wipe my nails off really quickly with some alcohol. And then we'll go ahead and proceed to the next step. I can't believe I did that again. I always forget to do that. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I just cannot remember to etch the inside of these nails. And I will tell you, it makes a difference. I used to not do it because I was like, you know, like, it's not going to make that big of a difference. It does, trust me. When you don't do it, my nails would literally pop off, like, within the same day. I mean, they would come off. And when you do this, it lasts at least, you know, a couple weeks. Okay, so what you're going to do, I turn my lamp on, and I have like the highest one I can do is 120 seconds. So I put that on because it gives me time to get the polish inside of here. So I kind of scrape this side of the brush, and for the pinky, I scrape most of the nail gel off because you really don't need that much for the pinky. And then you just take and you scrape the brush against the edge of the nail, and then you can kind of push this gel all around. And then when you put the nail on, what you're going to do is you're going to take in the cuticle area and you're going to push it down, 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 down. Hold it, get under the lamp. That ensures that you don't have any air bubbles, and then you want to just hold it there in place for at least 10 seconds, and then you can let go and just keep it under the nail lamp until the time runs out. I'll do about 60 seconds. Oh man, it's all crooked.
No honey, that your finger do like that.
I think it's crooked. It's not stuck on all the way, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take it off and redo it. So that happens. It's not a big deal. If it happens, if it's not fully adhered yet, you can take it off like I did. It wasn't on. I mean, I didn't have any trouble taking it off. If it is fully adhered, you're probably going to have to soak it off. You don't want to just like rip it off your nail, because then it's going to, you know, don't do that. Don't just pop your nails off. It's not good to do. I have done it before, but just don't, trust me, don't do it. So I am going into the cuticle, and then I'm coming down, and I'm going straight into the lamp. All right, there we go. Oh, this is really cool. So I didn't even know that my lamp did this. So if you put your hands in, the light turns on automatically, and, you know, it starts counting down from however many seconds. When you pull your hand out, the light will turn off. The time will pause wherever you left it. So like, let's say you put it in there for 60 seconds and you take it out at 30 seconds. There will be 30 seconds still left on the countdown. That is really cool. I like that a lot. Okay, so I'm just securing it now. Okay, let's see. Is he on there? Yes, ma'am. And it's not crooked. Wow, that's really long. I'm definitely going to cut these nails down a little bit. I'm not used to wearing nails that long, but feel free. If you're into long nails, more power to you. I think they're really beautiful on other people. I just don't think I'd be able to function with them that long. All right, I'm going to show you one more time, and then we'll kind of speed through this part after I'm done. So scrape the brush, and then you can kind of push some of it in, move it around, and I'll just close that. I'm going to put on the 120. Go to the cuticle and just kind of bend the nail down from the cuticle to the end. Make sure it's straight. Pop it into the light. Come on. Sorry, it kept turning off. So I just hold it for like 10-15 seconds. Okay. And I just let go. Okey-doke. I'm just kind of wiping any dust residue that's in there. It's not like you're going to see it, but I'm just wiping it out. I'm sure plenty of you have seen like the Apres kit. Again, same reason why I didn't buy the Kiara Sky kit. I already have builder gel. I already have primer. I didn't really see the need to buy all of those things when I have exactly what I need to do this already. If you don't have all that stuff, I mean, feel free to buy their kit. I think it's $199 for the whole kit. Comes with the nails, comes with their primer, their dehydrator, their builder gel, and I think maybe a top coat too. I'm not exactly sure. And it comes with a little lamp. I just don't see the point. Again, that's just my opinion. I'll link the whole kit down below if you want to buy that from Amazon, and I'll link just the nails separately, like what I bought. It's totally up to you. Okay. I just wanted to show, hopefully you guys can see this. This is completely attached to my nail. There's no gap on the nail. In their video, they said if there's any space in between the nail and your finger, that's fine. Just leave it. It's basically just because your nails are not as curved as these nails. My nails not only curve as a C curve, but they also curve going from the cuticle to the tip of the nail, to the free edge. So these actually fit really nice. I don't see any gaps or any space. They fit from sidewall to sidewall. They're not uncomfortable. Like they don't feel like they're squeezing my nails or anything like that. Because it's, because it's so pinched. I don't feel any discomfort, and I think they look nice. They're very long. Again, if you're into that long nail look, that is totally fine. I'm not, so I'm definitely going to cut these. I feel like a little evil villain wearing these things. Like I need like a cat to pet or something. I just want to make sure if this is the right one for this hand. I think so. It's so weird how like one thumb is different than the other. I guess we are not symmetrical, so that makes sense. All right, I've got them all on. They are really secure. They're not going anywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the other hand off camera, and I'll come back. I will trim them, and then we will get into the design. I'm really excited. All right, be back in a minute. And I'm back. All my nails are on, and oh my god, did I have like the most trouble trying to get these nails on the right hand. It was one, I just had a hard time like fitting them under the lamp. They kept coming out crooked, so I kept having to take them off and redo them. It was driving me insane. but I cannot keep them this long. I have to cut that. I can't function. I can't pick anything up. I can't do anything. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut down the length a little bit. I don't know how you girls do it. This is definitely not for me. I think it's beautiful. I think you can do a lot of designs when you have like really long nails like this. Because you just have like a lot more room. But so I'm just going to go ahead and cut them down a bit. That might even be a little too long, but we'll see. Let me see. I was at my pinkies like a little bit shorter than the rest of the nails. I just think it looks nice that way. Perfect. And of course I'm going to file that and everything. I'm going to file it. I'm going to buff the top of the nails really quickly. Tell me below like how you guys function with your nails like this. Like, do you just get used to it? You know, are you into super long nails? Would you like to see like natural nail manicures? Because I could totally do that. I can do, the one thing that I like about this is all the nails that I don't wear, that don't fit me, I can practice on. That's what I like to do with them. I like to practice different designs on the ones that don't fit me. And so since these are really long, I can practice, you know, you have like more nail estate, as Miss Susie from Nail Career Educator calls it. I'm just going to put this towel down to collect any dust, and that way I can just like shake it off. So let's just file these into shape. And I like coffin, if you can't tell. That's my favorite shape. Every once in a while I'll do like square. I think square is nice too. Oval is very pretty. I'm not really into like the pointy stiletto nails. I just don't think that looks good on me. I feel like if I had like really skinny fingers it might look better, but just feel like it looks kind of strange. I hate when it's like rounded. I like it to be like a flat edge. I don't like it when it's like square and it kind of comes out like that. And that's just from the nail cutter. It makes that shape on the end. These are really strong nails. And I like the way they look on the cuticle area too. They're nice and thin. To me, this is like the most annoying part of doing your nails. I hate like all the nail prep and the filing and everything. I like doing the nail art aspect. I like doing the nail designs and everything. And like, perfect. I like that. Okay. I'm going to buff all the nails. And I think I mentioned this in the last video. Anytime you're applying product to these nails, you just need to buff them up a little bit, rough up the surface in order to get that product to stay. I don't want the polygel to peel off of these because that can happen. It can separate. So I think just to be safe, I am going to put a base coat down just so that I don't get any separation here. I don't know if that's what, like, if you really need to do that on artificial nails. I know when people are like practicing on fake nails, not when they're actually like attached to a hand, when they're just doing like the single nail, they don't use a base coat underneath. I want this to last and I want it to look pretty, so I'm going to do it just in case. I'm going to go in with my cuticle bit also, just to clean up the cuticle area, make it look a little more realistic. If there's any gel that might have like spilled out, I'm going to wipe that off or clean that off with the cuticle bit. Oh, see this one, because this one is a smaller nail, it looks skinnier than this one. So I'm going to need to just make this like a skinnier shape, like a more tapered square. Let's see. It's a little better. As long as they're the same length, it's okay. No one's going to come up to me and be like, oh my god, your nails aren't exactly the same, your thumb. Most people don't even show their thumbs in videos, which I don't really understand. I don't really know why. The thumbs need love too, you know? Like, they need to be shown off. They're just as pretty as the rest of your nails. I've even seen people pinch these nails after they put them on. These are pretty pinched. These ones have like a really nice C curve. I don't know if you can see that. So they definitely do not need to be pinched. Curious if you guys are watching anything interesting. I just watched that movie on Netflix called I Care a Lot. Oh my god, it was crazy. It was about these women that basically like kidnap old ladies. They get doctors to say that they like can't care about them anymore, and the women get taken under like control of the state, and they get like a guardian assigned to them, and they put them in like a retirement facility, and then they steal all their shit. It's crazy. It was a pretty good movie though. I haven't watched a movie, like, I can't even tell you the last time I watched a movie because there's nothing good on. Like, I feel like there hasn't been a good movie in years. And now I've been watching The Good Place. I watched like the first season of that show. Then I stopped watching it. But it's cute. It's like a cute show. I feel like if you were like into The Office or something like that, I feel like you'd be into this show because it's like that stupid funny humor, like where they just make like fart jokes basically the whole time. I'm just gonna cut the pinky a little bit. She is way too long. Okay. Let's see. Oh, perfect. That one's good. 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 Thumbs are good. Alright, let's just make her a little more of a coffin shape. Also, I was thinking, I remember talking to one of my friends about this. Does anybody else out there have, like, it's so stupid, a favorite finger? Like, I personally think there is, I'm not going to tell you which one it is, you guys can guess. There's a finger, a couple fingers actually, that like they always look nice, like when I polish them or I do like a design on them, it always comes out like perfect. And then like there's other fingers where I swear it doesn't matter what I do, I always mess up. It never, like, the nail shape never looks good. I don't know. Again, maybe that's another me thing. We'll add that to the list. Hopefully I'll get some more subscribers. I have 8 so far. I think my goal, I'll set a goal. This month, I would like to have like 50 subscribers by the end of the month. I think that's a good goal. I got more than 50 friends on Facebook. They can come and subscribe to my channel, right? You think? I got 8 so far, which is like really, really nice. I have a lot of views. I wasn't actually expecting to get that many views. I got like 50 views on one video and like 40 something on the other, which is really nice. Like, I didn't think I would get that many views. So thanks guys for watching. I know at least like 3 of them are mine. Like, I know my husband watched it a couple times. And my precious little son, he subscribed to my channel too, which is so stinking sweet. So, you know, that's my goal. End of the month, I want 50 subscribers. And I definitely think that's doable. I mean, my friends and my family can definitely subscribe. They don't necessarily have to watch my videos, but it would be really nice if they did subscribe. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, I'm going to clean up the cuticle area with the drill bit and underneath. My thumb, the cuticle, I don't really have like much of a cuticle on my thumb, which is really strange. I feel like I don't really have like thick cuticles on any of my fingers to begin with, but like I don't even see like the white line a lot of times on both my thumbs, and I don't know if that, I never really paid much attention to it before I started doing my nails, so I don't know if that happened because of chemotherapy or if that's just how my nails always were. I'm not sure. I'd be curious to see over the next couple months if I get like a thicker cuticle.
Now that I finished applying all the tips, I do have to say they feel really strong. They're nice and sturdy. The only thing that I did notice is that when I file them, they don't file that great on the ends. They do become a little too thin, a little brittle, and they can crack a little bit. So you do have to be careful there and watch out with your filing. Watch out when you're using the electric file to clean up in the cuticle area. I did go a little too deep by accident on a couple nails. I just filled that in with some builder gel. It's not a big deal. So far so good. I guess I'll check back in one of my later looks and let you guys know how they're hanging on. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button so you never miss a mani with me.